Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 10th. We are just going to jump right in here, Capricorn, and we are going to do a Celtic cross, even though it doesn't look like one. And that'll be that. Actually, there's going to be a part 2 to this reading, and it is linked up down below. It's like a free extended, and it's just on YouTube. So if you want to watch part 2, that is linked up down below. And I would definitely watch it, obviously, because we're going to go much deeper into details, Capricorn. But damn, Capricorn, did you see this reading? This is really freaking good. You have the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Star, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. Like, are you kidding me? This is definitely one of the better readings that I've seen for you in quite a long time. You have the Ten of Wands is like your only challenging card here, but I really don't hate the Ten of Wands personally. To me, he's walking towards a village. He's about to release his burdens on this card. And that card represents your future feelings. So it's kind of like saying you are feeling like you're going to be releasing your burdens. In your current general energies, you have the the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a card of a new beginning and kind of like inspiration as well. You do have a lot of inspiring energy. You have the Star, the Ace of Wands. Pretty much all signs have been getting this like very inspiring energy. I'm wondering, new year, we're feeling fresh. Maybe we're just feeling inspired to get moving. For a lot of you, I do feel like there's just growth is really the word I'm getting. I'm just getting the word growth from your reading in general. And there's a lot of symbolism here as well that would really represent that. I mean, Eight of Pentacles is kind of like a card of growth. He's working on one thing. He's mastering a craft so that he can grow his abundance. You have the Empress, literally a card of growing abundance. You have the Star. She's pouring water on the land outside of the pool of water. And it's like she's trying to get the grass to grow. So, and you have the Three of Wands as well. Three of Wands is a card of expansion, so it's a card of growth. I would just say that your reading is about growth of some sort. I feel like you are growing. You're becoming more abundant, clearly, as well. The Ace of Wands is kind of like I feel like we, like I've said this before with the Ace of Wands, it's kind of like needing to capture lightning, needing to grab onto lightning, or I don't know, what do they say in Harry Potter? Capture lightning in a bottle or something like that. I don't know, right? But what I would say here is that's also popping into my head. I feel like for some of you, like you are really, there's an opportunity coming in here. I would grab onto it. It's going to feel like lightning. And I would say ride the lightning here, Capricorn, whatever the hell that means. In your crossing energies, you have the Nine of Cups, a wish. It's like you've been wishing for this. My problem, to me, the crossing energy can be something that hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. My problem with the Nine of Cups is like, it reminds me of like having a big feast, It's like having a big dinner. It's like if you ever had a big dinner, or if you ever have eaten just a bunch of food all at once, right? It's like you don't feel like doing anything after that. And, kind of look at him. He's just sitting there. It's a card of contentment. And as far as a crossing energy is concerned, I feel like it's saying you might be seeing this like flash opportunity coming your way with this Ace of Wands here. But you could be feeling like, do I grab onto this? Am I full? Do I need to eat more? I would say yes. I feel like you need to eat more with this Nine of Cups. I feel like you need to grab onto something. All of your readings in 2021, there was kind of like a thread that ran throughout all the readings that was talking about needing to keep the momentum going. And I just got to chill, so I know that's true. And what I would say to you is what this means is that it means like if you're finding success this year, which, I mean, this looks pretty freaking good to me, Capricorn. If you're finding success in any area of your life, love, business, money, doesn't matter. This to me is like saying, keep it going. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't stop putting in the work. Even in the area of your thoughts, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm not really worried about you. You are a Capricorn, right? You work hard, so it wouldn't really surprise me if you're more than happy to be working, right? But I would say, Eight of Pentacles is about focused work. Eight of Pentacles is a card of material success on the horizon as well. So it can say that if you're that there are results coming in for you based off the work that you've already done. So for some of you, I do feel there are kind of like results coming in that based off of work that you've done in the past, or work that you've already done with this Eight of Pentacles energy. So I really like this. I feel like there's just good energy coming in for you with the Eight of Pentacles, but pretty much also everything here, a lot of growth energy. In the area of your foundation, you have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups could be love. There's definitely love here. I mean, if you want love, like I always say, like I prefer doing big picture readings. I don't really like doing love readings in general. If it comes up, I'll talk about it. And here you go. Like I said, I feel like there could be something very passionate. I mean, just look at this. Ace of Wands, Two of Cups to the King of Wands, to the Three of Wands even here. This could definitely be love coming in for you, and it could be a fire sign. Doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. I do feel it's just talking about like a very passionate, desire-filled energy coming in for you. I do feel like there's a difference here. The Two of Cups, these two people are meant to look very different. They're meant to look like two totally different people. So it could represent a person who's coming in for you that maybe comes from a different background, that was raised a different way than you were, or even with that Three of Wands at the end, there could be like a long distance connection coming in for you. I feel like it's a person who's very wise, like has a lot of wisdom, has a lot of knowledge as well. King of Wands to me is the card of like effectiveness. And effectiveness is like a little bit different than just being smart, right? Maybe we would describe someone who is effective as kind of like more street smarts, or it's different like than that even. I think of it more as like James Bond, right? With the King of Wands, because it's like the type of person who almost has an answer for any situation that they're put in. And again, to me, that is effectiveness. They like say something, they do it, or they are able to overcome any challenges or anything that comes their way. That's really jumping out to me for those of you that are looking for love. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. I feel like you could be just attracting a person who is very effective. And for others, this coming up in your foundation tells, like, I feel like it's just talking about the words that you use with your higher self. The Two of Cups can represent you and your higher self. So I do feel there's like a very strong spiritual connection. It's like you're being guided. I would say, just judging by everything going on here, probably in your dreams. And I'm pretty sure I said this in your 2022 yearly reading, and I know this because I got a smart ass comment from a person who said, yes, I do dream every single night. Like, wow, you know everything. I'm like, okay, smart ass, that's not what I was saying, right? But what I would say is I do feel like there's like information coming in your dreams, mostly because of that star card. So I would be like paying attention to your dreams. I think it would be a good time for a dream journal. I would say, especially for those of you that are like having crazy dreams, like dreams that are very real, dreams that seem very like vivid. I would be paying attention to that. In the area of your past, you have the Empress. So the Empress, even in the past, is a very good energy. To me, when the Empress comes up in the past, it kind of says you have learned something. She has these 12 stars on her head, on that crown, and the 12 stars represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. And it kind of could say that, if you follow astrology, it's like we start as Aries. Maybe when we go through our reincarnation cycles, maybe we start as an Aries, we end as a Pisces, and we start over again. It's like we're always going through all 12 signs. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying. And what I would say here is I kind of feel like you've been through maybe not 12 cycles. I feel like you've been through a certain amount of cycles. And the Empress to me is saying it's almost like you're kind of ending a cycle here. She even has like a crown below that that is a laurel crown that's below the stars, and it reminds me of the World card. And the World card is, again, a card of completing cycles, reaching a goal, accomplishing something. There's something here about accomplishments, and it's like you're moving past these accomplishments, but this is like a good thing. I think you're reaching for something new here, and especially Ace of Wands, Star. This reading to me is really saying that you're like accomplishing something you've wanted to accomplish. 10 of Wands, right? 10 of Wands is a challenging card, but at the same time, it's kind of like a card of accomplishing a goal that has taken a long time to accomplish. And I feel this reading is like you saying, what's next? Like, what's the next thing that I'm going to work towards? Right here. In the near future, you have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is pretty much everything you want in your life, pretty much everything you want and desire. It is the card of like inheritance. But it's also a card of building something up, like building or leaving a legacy. So it could be you accomplishing something great, which I think is a good thing for people to do, is to like work towards something maybe big in your life, like writing a book, creating a piece of art, starting a YouTube channel, starting a business, anything. Could be anything, right? Could be, building a log cabin in your backyard. I don't care. Whatever is important to you is what I would be doing. And the Ten of Pentacles reminds me of needing to kind of come up with some sort of legacy, something that is maybe bigger than you or something that you can be remembered for. And it doesn't have to be like this big, huge thing, but it could be important to you. And that's all that matters with the Ten of Pentacles. The whole point of the Ten of Pentacles as well is working towards something that can lead towards future fulfillment, something that can make you feel good in the future. And that's kind of like what I feel like you're working towards. There's also a family on this card. To me, the Ten of Pentacles is the best love card in the deck. Even though it's a pentacle card, to me, it also represents like building a relationship with a person where you're building a family, building something long term. In the area of the next few months, you have the King of Wands. Again, if you're looking for love, I would say it's probably going to come in the next few months. Maybe it's not going to come in right now. Like I said, there's love here. I wouldn't really call it a love reading. But again, I feel like there could be a fire sign maybe coming in for you in the next few months. For the most part, I feel like this is you feeling very motivated. If we look at this right here, this row, Eight of Pentacles, Empress to the King of Wands. It's like there's a lot of abundance in this diagonal right here, and there's a lot of motivating energy as well. There's just a huge amount of abundance there. Eight of Pentacles is like you having worked on something for a long time. The Empress is the ultimate card of abundance. She also has never-ending abundance flowing to her. As I always say, there is a waterfall right here above my finger, Capricorn, and it is flowing behind her. And it kind of just says she knows she comes from never-ending source abundance, that there is a never-ending amount. We live in an infinite universe, basically. And I feel like this King of Wands is you feeling motivated, you getting ready to build something. To me, like the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, they're kind of like the builders of the tarot. They want to create things. They want to build something. And we have a major creative energy in this reading. Empress, Ace of Wands, the King of Wands. So there's a lot of creativity here, and you probably getting started on something new. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Star card. I get a lot of motivation from here as well. The Star card represents motivation because of this right here. She's pouring water onto the land. And the water that she's pouring onto the land is coming from the pool of universal consciousness. And it represents the fact that if something is possible for one person, it's possible for you. So you could be seeing someone accomplishing something that you want to accomplish, and you're like, I can do that. I kind of feel it's kind of funny because, this is somewhat similar to Taurus's reading. If you have Taurus in your chart, I would definitely watch that reading for sure. But what I would say is it's almost like you earth signs are kind of like, I feel like saying stepping into your own, although you're different because I feel like you are like stepping into your own energy. It's like you're realizing something. I feel there have been this is what I mean by this, Capricorn. I feel there have been multiple situations in your life where you're like, I'm better than this person, but they're outgrowing me. Why am I not at that level? It's almost like you feel held back, and maybe people, I don't think you're doing this like, oh, this person's lower than me. You're not doing this like in a jerky way, right? I feel like you're doing this because you legitimately are, maybe have more skills, talents, gifts, and abilities than people in your life. But it's like you're seeing people outgrow you or have in the past. And the energy that I'm getting here is that it's like you're finally stepping into your own, and you're finally stepping into this energy. You're about to release this burden. Here in the area of your future feelings, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is considered a card of burdens and all this other stuff. But again, he's about to reach this village back here, Capricorn. He's about to release these burdens. He's about to let go of everything he's been dealing with for a very long period of time. And your outcome is the Three of Wands. So expansion, growth, your ships are coming in. Usually with the Three of Wands, to me, it's a card of waiting too long. To me, normally it's a card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. For you, I feel like your ships are coming in. There's too many good cards of abundance here. So I feel for a lot of you that the wait is, I feel like saying the wait is over, Capricorn. I feel like this is referring to your ships coming in right now. It's like you're no longer waiting for everything that for whatever you've been waiting for. So we're gonna pull one of these oracle cards. Yeah, you have this time machine card. as your oracle card. The time machine card could literally represent wanting to travel back in time and like all this other stuff. But I really feel that it's kind of like just saying time is catching up, especially with that 10 of Wands. It's like I was getting that message about like seeing other people outgrow you, or, you know, accomplishing things before you, or whatever you want to call it. And I feel like this is just saying that the universe is kind of catching up. The wait is over. Really good reading. Thank you for being here, Capricorn. Part 2 is going to be linked up down below. It's also like one over here, or I don't know, over here, something like that. So if you want to watch part 2, it's there. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Again, I'm going to jump right into part 2 in just a second. We're going to go a little bit deeper and see what comes up. But amazing reading. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Capricorn. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.